Hi everybody, I'm Shauna and welcome to my YouTube channel. I thought I would do an about me video because I know that there is someone else on YouTube with the same name as me who has been accused of doing some pretty serious crimes. So hopefully this video helps differentiate between the two of us. I mostly post about painting and making fun little guys. I'm hoping to branch out to some gardening videos and maybe some sewing in the future. I'm waiting on all my stuff to arrive, which I know I keep saying, but that is just the reality of the situation. That's why I sound so echoey and empty in here, and that's why there's no background. It's just like a dungeon. I don't have my stuff. A little bit about me. I'm actually from a small town in Washington, just north of Seattle, and I got my bachelor's degree in culture, literature, and arts from the University of Washington. So I'm pretty passionate about artwork in general, which is more or less why I started this channel. For the last few years, I've watched quite a few channels about sewing and crafting, and I wanted to join in. So hopefully that's something that you guys enjoy. I'm mostly going to be focusing on the artwork aspect, not so much literature or culture. I might dabble in literature in the future, but I will not be speaking about culture or sociology or anything like that because there are people who are experts who should be speaking on it, and I am a novice. So that's just really something I should not be touching on. So I'm going to leave that up to the experts. Let's see, when I was 22, I joined the Army and ended up spending about 7 years in Texas. While I was there, after I got out, I wrote some books about vampires and witches, and those were just for fun. But if that's something that sounds interesting to you, feel free to check them out. They are on Amazon. But please don't be mean. They were just a hobby. Okay, I'm not a professional author by any means. About a year ago, I got married to my husband, and this upcoming fall, we'll be having a proper wedding with our families. So if I disappear for a few weeks and stop making videos, that is where I am. I'll be having my wedding and hopefully my honeymoon. On a related note, since it's almost Pride Month, I do identify as queer. So if that's something you're not cool with, I really don't care. And that's all I'm going to say on that one. Recently I moved to South Korea, and I'm going to be here for about 3 years. I'm still in the process of learning Korean, but I already do speak quite a few languages, but I am really rusty in pretty much all of them except for English and probably Spanish. My English is far superior to my Spanish, but I do speak a decent amount of Spanish. I'm much better at understanding Spanish, but I've dabbled in quite a few languages. But I am hoping to be moderately fluent in Korean by the time I leave. On a related note, this is not my first time living abroad. I'm originally from the United States, obviously, but I spent 3 months living in Europe after university, so hopefully this is an adventure. I'm sorry my voice sounds so nasally and congested. That is because I'm dealing with allergies, and they're particularly bad lately. So hopefully that hasn't been too distracting this whole video. But if you like watching videos about painting and gardening and making fun little guys and sewing, please stick around, subscribe, and hopefully enjoy these videos that I'm planning on making that I hope are like cozy and comfortable to watch during these not so great times. So thank you for watching.